Kelly McMahon sat surrounded by close family, children, siblings, Julian's mother, the vibrant energy that usually crackled around them replaced by a stunned, heavy silence. The news had broken publicly, but here, behind closed doors, the reality was a raw, private wound. Julian McMahon, the charismatic actor who lit up screens as Dr. Doom, Cole Turner, and Jess LaCroix, was gone. Not in a blaze of Hollywood glory, but quietly, at home, after a fiercely guarded battle with cancer. He was just 56. Kelly, her voice a fragile thread of composure in the stillness, held a statement she'd given to the press, but her words now were softer, more fractured. He just loved, she began, tears welling but not falling. He loved life, the chaos of it, the simple coffee in the morning, the sound of the waves. He soaked it all in. She looked towards the water, a place Julian had always said anchored his Australian soul. His deepest wish, truly, wasn't fame. It was just to make people smile, to bring a bit of joy into someone's day, whether on set or just buying a stranger a coffee. The family meeting was a tapestry of shock and cherished fragments. Julian's very public persona, the smoldering demon lover on Charmed, the ethically complex surgeon in Nip Tuck, the relentless FBI agent, felt worlds away from the private man who'd fought silently, shielding even many close friends from the extent of his illness. "We knew for a while," Kelly admitted, her hand resting on a well-worn script, perhaps The Residence, his final role playing power while his own ebbed. But Julian, he wanted to live, not be defined by the fight. He wanted laughter, not pity. Right until the end, he was cracking jokes, asking about our days. Her voice caught. His strength, it was terrifying and beautiful. One of his siblings recalled the boy from Sydney, the son of a prime minister who chose a different spotlight. They never lost that Aussie grit, they said, a sad smile touching their lips. Even in LA, surrounded by the glitz, he'd crave Vegemite toast. He'd say, "Mate, my soul's still surfing Bondi." That groundedness, it kept him real. They remembered the model-turned-actor, the relentless work ethic that took him from Aussie soaps to Hollywood, the pride mixed with bemusement when he landed the Golden Globe nomination for Christian Troy, a role worlds apart from the devoted family man they knew. Kelly spoke of his final weeks. He wanted the sound of the birds, the smell of the eucalyptus. He wanted us, she whispered. No cameras, no fanfare, just peace. And he found it. She described moments of quiet connection, holding his hand, reminiscing not about premieres, but about lazy Sundays, teaching the kids to surf, the terrible dad jokes he'd unleash. The roles he played, they were brilliant, complex, sometimes dark, but the man, his core was light, pure, stubborn joy. The contrast between his powerful on-screen personas, the menacing Dr. Doom, the calculating Dr. Troy, and the man who simply wanted to spread happiness, hung poignantly in the air. People saw the intensity, the charisma. We saw the man who'd get genuinely embarrassed if someone recognized him at the grocery store, who'd rather build sandcastles than walk a red carpet. His greatest role was just being Julian, husband, dad, son, brother, friend. They acknowledged the cruel irony, an actor who embodied vitality on screen, whose characters often cheated death, succumbing far too young. "It feels stolen," his mother said softly, her voice thick with a grief only a parent knows. There were so many more stories he wanted to tell, so much more life he wanted to live. Yet, amidst the sorrow, there was profound gratitude for the joy he had radiated, the memories he'd gifted them. As the afternoon light softened, Kelly read aloud the final part of her public statement, her voice gaining a quiet strength. "We ask for support during this time to allow our family to grieve in privacy, and we wish for all of those to whom Julian brought joy to continue to find joy in life. We are grateful for the memories." She looked up, meeting the tear-filled eyes of her family. That's what he'd want. Find the joy, grab it, live it. That's his legacy more than any character. The silence returned, filled now with the echo of his laughter, the phantom scent of salt air he loved, and the immense, quiet void left by a man who, as Kelly said, simply loved his family, his friends, his work, his fans, and the vibrant, beautiful life he squeezed every drop from, even as it slipped away. The Hollywood lights had dimmed, but the memory of his genuine, Australian-spirited joy remained a beacon against the sudden, profound dark.